Alright, we're back. Hops Metal Show. This is Hopper.
Randy.
We're down at the Metal Cave hanging out today. Gonna do a bracket. Called up Randy, texted him, whatever, and asked him what year he wanted to do. He said
87.
Said a lot of good stuff come out in 87. I'll have to agree. I kind of went through and handpicked out my collection. Two albums didn't make the cut. And I'll say why they didn't make the cut was I didn't put Appetite in mine in the collection, and I didn't put Kiss Crazy Nights in the collection because I was afraid them two albums would be the lonely albums. I wanted to make it a little more interesting. So I know Randy's Kiss fan, and we did the last bracket. I put a Kiss in there, and he pretty much said if there was a Kiss in there, that's going to go all the way to the end. So I figured I mixed it up a little bit. Plus, it was out of my collection, and we'll see what happens. But this is 87 stuff we're going to go with. And first two we're going to go with is Hysteria and Love is for Suckers by Twisted Sister. I mean, masterpieces. I mean, what do you think, Randy? Who you want to see? Who would you see between these two advance the next round?
Oh, shit.
I'll let you hold and look for songs and all that good stuff.
They didn't get along very well with this one. The makeup that came off, and it was strong, but everybody had this. Everybody. Def Leppard.
Steve Clark's still.
Steve Clark's still
Steve
alive.
Clark's still taking it. I think he's such a major riff writer for them. I think it's why that album come out so good. And these aren't. I didn't put these in any certain order. So next one we have Whitesnake. Good album. And Motley Crue, Girls. They set standard image-wise for this, like they did every album. A lot of heroin use going on with Nicky on that album, but still two good ones.
These are both good. I'm gonna pick Motley Crue because if you're ever in a titty bar and you hear this music, that's cool. And I have Motley Crue win this one.
Oh, well, Motley's going to the second. They're going to the second round. All right, and next one we have is one of String's favorites, Great White, Once Bitten. Good album. Then we have the debut Raw, great album of Faster Pussycat. Both albums great, but Randy's got to pick one to get it to the next round.
That's a good one. This was really good. I like old Jack Russell's voice. I'm going Great White on that one, boys.
Good choice.
Lady Red Light, that guitar.
Yeah, we was talking about that the other day, that song. Lady Red Light. Alright, last two. Aerosmith's Permanent Vacation and Doc and Back for the Attack. Both great guitar players there. Two completely different guitar players, but two good ones at it. Steven Tyler and Aerosmith, you don't really have to say much. George Lynch, I mean.
I remember buying this on a Saturday. Took the last one on the shelf at Record Corner. Bought this at Zayre's. The cassette had the ink on it, and the thumb knocked the ink off.
Yeah, I remember
Because
that.
if you take the folder out of the cassette thing, this is left on there. I don't know, man. I wore the hell out of this back in the day. I'm taking Dockin on this
Damn.
one, boys. Bring Back for the Attack.
I'm going to ask you, you might
Mr.
remember.
Scary.
Dream Warriors, was that always on there? Was that always on Back for the Attack?
There was a cassette back in the day.
Yeah, I remember the cassette.
Yeah, that came out first.
Alright.
That
so
came
it was
out.
always on this album.
Yes.
Alright.
That sounds a little different on there than it does the cassette. If you get, what was it? It's Back for the Attack, Paris is Burning, and a song called Back for the Attack. Why did they put us Back for the Attack on that? It makes no sense.
Yeah, they were. It was like Wasted Rock Ranger.
Yeah.
That song never made
Should
the
have
album.
put it on
That song
Twice
was
Shy. That's a great song.
It was great.
Yeah.
I guess it was a Japanese deal. Alright, let's shuffle these up a little bit. Alright. We're going with Motley Crue's Girls. And Dawkins Back for the Attack. What's it gonna be, Randy? Who ends the road?
Taking man, taking Monterey Crew.
They going another round?
Another round.
Damn, I'm pretty happy about that.
Anybody sings about sex and shit like that.
Oh, girls. Video, golly.
That album is nothing more than a party album. So thumbs up.
Wild Side, I think,
Yes.
I've told everybody.
Dancing on Glass.
Anybody knows me, Wild Side's one of the best songs Nicki ever wrote, I think. Alright, last two be Def Leppard's Hysteria and Great White's Once Bitten. So who's gonna play Motley in the final?
So I'm gonna have to take Hysteria on that round, boy.
Damn, Hysteria and Motley in the finals.
Yeah.
So we got two great hard hitters, Motley Crue and Def Leppard. I mean, both albums to me, I like them both. So who's gonna be, Randy? Are we going with the Crue or are we going with Def Leppard?
Monterey Crew.
Motley Crue won the bracket. There might be a damn good shot that we might do a Motley Crue bracket.
We should do that.
No, but I mean, it might be a chance Motley might make it to the end.
Yeah.
So I guess it's my turn.
Alright.
We'll see what we got.
Def Leppard versus Twisted Sister. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of like you, man. Twisted Sister, it's a good album. I don't know if it's their masterpiece, but it's good. It's better than Come Out and Play.
Oh, God. Yeah.
It's definitely better than
Yeah, leader of the pack.
that. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
But the record was cool though, with him popping out the gutter. Gotta
Yeah.
give D that.
Yeah, they did a good job on the record cover. They did, and there was a couple decent songs. But I'm gonna go with Hysteria. I mean, it's just
Hysteria.
Steve Clark. I mean, he wrote some masterpieces. That's a pretty awesome album.
Monterey Crew versus the first Faster Pussycat.
This is gonna be easy.
Yeah, I don't even know why that's. I don't like Faster Pussycat. I mean, I do like that album. Bathroom Wall, Babbling On, but I mean, I'm going with the Crew.
So they survive.
The Crew is going to make another round.
We got Aerosmith versus Whitesnake.
That's no
I don't know,
question
man.
for me.
I mean, I like Aerosmith, but golly, man, you can't beat that. You can't beat that Whitesnake album.
Mm-mm.
I mean, Still the Night. I mean, that's an all-star lineup. I'm gonna go with Whitesnake. They're gonna make the next round.
Snake.
Which I really thought Aerosmith would be stronger when I picked it out, but man, I guess it just didn't fall right.
Back to Intact, twice or once bitten here, Great White.
Man, both good albums. Back for the Attack, I mean, it's got Mr. Scary. What was the song they released? They had a video with that little flame thing flying around.
Burning Like Flame.
Yeah, Burning Like a Flame.
That was on it tonight. Again.
And Dream Warriors, I mean, that's on there. That's an awesome song.
Yeah.
And but Once Bitten, I mean, Rock Me, Face That When I Face the Day, but that's a good album. Lady Red Light, I'm going with Great White.
Great White. Put it. Buttons out. Nice shuffle. Here we go. This is good. Picking Whitesnake versus Monterey Crew.
And you know, actually, I didn't know till the other day. Brian Weaver reminded me that remember Whitesnake opened for Motley
Yeah.
for just brief, because man, once they released Here I Go Again, they exploded, and it was like then they got the main spot. But I forgot they had toured it. This pretty brief stint, but they didn't. I guess it had been for that album too, because them albums come out at the same time. But enough about that history. But I don't know, man. Still the Night, it's good stuff, man. But I'm gonna go with Motley. I mean, they were setting the standard then. They couldn't do no wrong as far as I was concerned.
Okay.
Sounds like I got to be the tiebreaker on this.
Yeah, you might have to go around.
I might do around.
Great White versus Def Leppard.
String's probably gonna kill me.
Yeah.
He's gonna be mad.
I'll get my redemption.
String's gonna kill me and Spike's gonna think it's awesome, but we're gonna go with Hysteria.
They do it.
I'm sorry, Spike, this is where Def Leppard's gonna end.
They're dropping off the
But
plane.
we're gonna do it. I didn't know if it was gonna happen. I was surprised. I didn't think it was gonna happen tonight when I picked these CDs out. But Motley Crue, they come through at the end. They won both of them. But actually, since we had a tie and we had the cameraman here, we're gonna just have a.
I'm gonna be
We're gonna have the tiebreaker.
I'm not going
tonight.
to be a tiebreaker because y'all are still going to have the Motley Crue as the winner.
So,
That's right.
All right, but I'll slide. You can stay there. Just shuffle them up. I'll see you here.
so we pretty much know that Motley ain't gonna make the final. Strings done pretty much
No,
made that.
They're not going to make the final.
What's Crazy Nights in there? I wouldn't win.
Let's just put this down here. I don't know how shuffled they are, but alright. So round number 1 for String is Dawkins Back for the Attack and Faster Pussycat self-titled.
Well, I like Faster Pussycat. Not one of my favorites. Definitely some good stuff on this one, but growing up, I had a lot more videos and stuff that I'd seen from Dawkins and had more basically TV time and knew a lot more of them. So it wasn't until later on that I found out about Faster Pussycat. So for me, Dawkins, seen them a couple times and they've always put on a good show. I think I've never seen them, and so I can't really say what they are like.
Three, Tame Me Down was.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But,
Take Me Down was AWOL when we seen M3 last year, so it was basically the drummer singing a lot of songs and everybody else coming in from other bands singing.
which was cool, but.
Tame Me stuff. But yeah, there you go. They're,
Alright, so
Dawkins.
Carl Kruger would be proud that
Yeah.
Dawkins made it to the second round. Alright, next is Great Whites Once Bitten.
Oh, this is easy.
Twist Sister Loves for Suckers. String says an easy one.
That's gonna be
It
easy.
probably is. We probably all three agree. with
Yeah, I
this
mean, this one to me, I mean, there's not enough on this album for me to even make that a choice. But seen Great White many, many times. Always did a great job. Very cool guys. They've come out several times and autographed stuff. No issues. And yeah.
Well, and
Great
another
White.
thing about Great White, and if you don't know, man, they are like, if you never heard them do Zeppelin stuff,
Definitely.
Oh,
Zeppelin, there's Close Your Eyes and you would have a hard time figuring.
yeah, they got an album called Great Zeppelin, and it's, God, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's like String said, you close your eyes, it's like you're listening to Zeppelin. I mean, Jack Russell nails Plant, and Mark Kendall, he's good enough to do the Jimmy
He's
Page.
one of my favorites as far as in a more of a rock oriented scenario, more bluesy guitar style, definitely killer guitars.
and
Definitely
Adi
underrated, but
Desbro's not John Bonham, but he does a very good job. So yeah, if y'all haven't checked him out, check out Great White doing some Zeppelin. You won't be disappointed. All right, next round we have Spike's Hysteria, Def Leppard's Hysteria, great album, and we have Whitesnake. Both two big time selling albums. Between these two albums, how many albums you figured these two sold, Randy?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
But only one could make it to the next round.
for me, Def Leppard, this was definitely getting more commercialized. The next step for me, of getting away from the more raw rock that they had. They definitely blew it up. There's definitely all kinds of hits on here. Pour Some Sugar on Me. I mean, I can't lie and say that I didn't run around singing all these songs and air guitar and all that shit to it, but this is kind of how a lot of people feel about the Black Album. This, for me, this is where they started starting on the more commercialized, getting out of hand for me. Like I said, I can't lie. There's some good stuff on here, but you can't go wrong. Whitesnake, he's David Coverdale has always had a killer lineup in his band. I
It's
mean,
like an
there's
all-star
yeah,
band.
all-star. I mean, and who's going to deny Still the Night? You know, great song, love it. Yeah, I mean, for me, this is definitely a better pick than.
All right, so last two, and I'm just not even. I already know that. I don't know what strings actually
no,
going to pick.
this is easy.
Is it Permanent Vacation or Girls, Girls, Girls?
For me, I mean, a lot of big hits came off of Permanent Vacation. I mean, great album. I'm not gonna lie and say it's a crappy album, but this is more straightforward rock, more radio rock for me than what Motley Crue. I'm sticking with more of the metal side of it, and Girls, Girls, Girls definitely are gonna knock this one out of the park over Aerosmith.
Well, this side chick got Dude Looks Like a Lady. I don't know if y'all knew this, but both these albums were recorded at the same time. Or this one might have come out after that one. But they were recording, and Steven Tyler had hung out with the Crew for a while, and he decided Dude Looks Like a Lady was actually inspired by the Crew because all they said was dude. Dude this, dude that. And Steven Tyler actually got inspired enough to write a song. I mean, the only thing that's got anything to do with the Crew is that dude, but it created, man, one of their biggest hits.
They were on, yeah.
And it's just funny that them two were together in the bracket. But alright, so we're going to the next round, which is probably gonna be Motley's last ride on this round, but you never
who
know.
goes against.
Alright,
Could take it to the end. Who knows?
so we're gonna have White Snake, and Motley Crue's Girls, Girls, Girls. What's gonna be, String?
Well, that's a tough one. For me, these are definitely a lot closer than any of the previous picks. I know you're gonna dislike it, but I think I gotta knock Motley on this one. I mean, song for song, I gotta go with White Snake on this one.
Alright,
I mean,
crew ride
I'm
is.
not knocking Girls, Girls, Girls. Like I said, there's definitely some good stuff on there too. But
Alright, so the last one, Back for the Attack, Docking. Sorry about the glare. Something you can't beat. But and then we got Once Bitten, Great White, another good one. So what's gonna be, String?
well, I gotta go with Great White. I mean, both. I've said this many times before. Both great albums, but for me, this is my Motley Crue, like it is for you. I got the little shark guy tattooed on my arm, so that tells you I really got into these guys. Yeah, I got Great White. Gotta go.
Great White might win the whole thing.
This is definitely a tough one.
Alright, so we got White Snake, Still the Night, and we got Great White, Rock Me. So what's gonna be? Don't look like it's gonna be Motley Crue, Randy.
No, it's definitely not Motley Crue. Man, that's a tough one too. I gotta go with the Boys. I love the more bluesy style that Mark Kendall had. Both bands have great musicians, but for me, probably song for song, this one's gonna beat out the White Snake. Yeah, I gotta go with Great White on that one.
You know, all the times we saw them, they're kind of like Kicks.
Yeah.
Well, when they had Jack Russell lineup,
Yeah, Jack
they
Russell.
brought. If they would have been, man, this Shenandoah County Fair show, if it's Jack Russell, Great White, man, people would be getting a killer show.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not that Great White's not bad, because I can't really judge it. I haven't heard them with Terry from XYZ, but
That's your
um,
second
Wow.
one now?
Yeah.
I just
I
find
remember
it.
that band.
I just find it hard to believe.
Well,
that,
even last year we went to M3.
Yeah.
Jack Russell had his solo band.
It's good, but it's just
Um,
not the same.
It was good. I mean, I've seen him many times before, getting up there, moving around, and being more active with. I don't know if he's got some health issues going on where he just kind of stands there a lot more now, but I mean, he still sounds awesome. I can't knock him, say he sucks. Definitely sounded great. When you don't have the whole package, it just makes a difference. But then you got Dokken was on that build also. They sounded good, but then you didn't have, it was a couple. What was Audie? No, not I can't think of the drummer's name now. He was Mick Brown.
Yeah.
He was there.
I guess that's right, because Pilsen.
No, it was just
wasn't there.
just
He's
Don
performing.
Dokken and Mick Brown. So I don't remember who they had playing guitar for him, but I wasn't super impressed with him. Don just, I don't know, he sounded good, but I don't know, he came off with this, like he didn't really want to be there or something. I don't know, it just kind of put me off. But they did sound good. But Jack Russell I thought was better, but.
Jack Russell did Alone Again. He came on stage
came
and
out
sang
and
that,
played-
and he did a pretty good
played
job.
with him. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm true Great White fan, and
Yeah, I mean, I
that's
like
not
Great
all the
White.
crew for you guys.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with Great White. I mean, I like the hell out of it. Alright, so it's like me and Randy went with Girls, Girls, Girls. Probably be the only one that we have in common, which I didn't know if we was gonna hit this one today. So we had to do a tiebreaker. So String come in with Great White. That was the tiebreaker. And I know Randy's probably got plenty of other stuff that come out in '87. I don't know if you want to talk about
Yeah.
anything.
That's what I was sitting there thinking. I know one that I forgot. Me and Travis Rogers used to play at the pool when it was in '87. Talk about being Keel, that self-titled one.
Yeah.
I mean, we played the crap out of that tape. United Nations, Somebody's Waiting, Cherry Lane. Put them on there as a ballad because they didn't release it as a single, but that was a great slow one. Calm Before the Storm, 4th of July, which was not a ballad. That, when he talks about The Right to Rock, it was good, and The Final Frontier was good. Damn good cover because of the night. There's something about that '87, that self-titled one was just blew me away.
Did Among the Living come out in '87?
Yes.
And I was looking it up. Actually, I'm the Man. Come out in '87
Yeah,
too.
that came out
I
in
didn't realize-
December because I remember she gave me a ride. I didn't know license in. I don't know what in the world they were putting in the water up in Winchester, but that was a Little Rock place they had. It was a place called Tape World. Now it was a place where they cut hair or something. I walked in there and then there was a cassette right beside the Winger videotape. I'm like, that's kind of odd. I was like, what the hell did they just put out this for? Did they put out one record this year? I bought it because Mike Hardesty got me into the band because he used to drive that Volkswagen before he hit that tree and squashed it. He borrowed it. He's like, take this, borrow it. I'll work at IG tomorrow and give it back. I'll give it back. That started with the speed metal thing, the Big Four. Yeah, '87, definitely Among the Living. All the freaking way, baby.
Now, if I would have had Appetite in there, do you think Appetite would have won with all three of us?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Probably.
Appetite would have probably beat out Motley.
I would have eliminated Crazy Nights over Guns N' Roses any day of the week. For me, Kiss, that's decent. They were trying to be like a Bon Jovi and stuff, but that, if they would have won a round on that one, for me, I'd have been surprised. That was just their attempt again, just to be a part of the flavor of the month, which was good though. But as far as Guns N' Roses, oh hell no.
Yeah, I don't
Not
even
even
know.
close.
I mean, know if they was in any kind of bracket, they'd probably be. There's some albums that can compete with. Master Pups can probably run with it. Shout the Devil. There ain't too many in my collection. Me personally, that can run with that album. It's just that damn good.
I'm looking. What about Circus? Was that the year before? Inside Electric Circus, Wasp.
No, that come out that year too.
Yeah, because I know. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I bought that in a band.
That was
Yeah.
that one was up there. There was a lot of stuff that come out. Testament's Legacy, which I don't have that.
Dio, Dream Evil came out that year.
but- Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good one.
so I don't have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of good stuff. But
Exodus, Pleasure of the Flesh. Zetro's debut.
Anyway, we're gonna finish this bracket up. I don't know. Hell, if anybody wants to do a bracket, we can do one. Larry Love done one. String's done his first one.
I'm gonna gather up 10 CDs for you guys. I'll do it with y'all like I did this one, but
Yeah.
I'll come up with some stuff. It won't be a certain year. I'll just throw some stuff
I'm
together.
all
But
up
I
for
know
that.
I got to pick some more stuff that you're more acquainted with, so
Yeah.
I don't get somebody kicked out just because you don't know what they sound like or anything.
Yeah, you
But
got. I
I'll
got at
have
least
to get-
know a little bit
yeah,
about him.
I'll try to find something that you know. So.
Yeah, because I'm sure both of y'all listen to some stuff that, and I wouldn't
Oh, I
even
know
have.
we do.
And I wouldn't even.
About it.
I haven't even heard.
Especially him.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
I'm a cool guy.
That's right. He's a cool guy. He's the only person I could talk to about but Demi Borger. Everybody else thinks it's like a
The new one next
I
month.
pre-ordered it. Yes, if you heard
Next
it, the
month.
Wolves and Snake and
I have
Wolves.
not
and
heard
something.
that one
Oh
yet.
man, it's on
Was
there.
that the band Brian Christ was talking about?
No, but they do. We were talking about, and I'm gonna throw it off, but on the Facebook thing.
Perfect Strangers, baby.
That, but they do a killer job of Burning Hell.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, the Twisted
Probably
Sister
my
band?
favorite, one of my favorite cover songs of all time. They do a Gonna Burn in Hell. They do a killer job.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd love to hear that.
It's-
That might
it's
be a good
awesome.
way to introduce them.
Yeah.
They make organs sound cool. Not like
They-
as cool as Deep Purple did, but by God, they take that organ and just give it just a,
Organs.
organs
I
pile.
like they got that orchestra just
that
power,
orchestra
that power,
shows. Yeah.
there's a YouTube that they got a
Yeah.
DVD release but it's actually bits and pieces of it's on YouTube, but it's spectacular. I mean, it's just the power of the orchestra and the choir and just that metal heaviness. Just it blends very well. It's awesome. Anyway.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Like I said, if anybody out there is interested, like to do a bracket, we'll do the subscribe and like thing, the usual shout out. Leave comments. We'd like to hear about us. See if we're doing a good job. What y'all think about it. The usual spiel. But anyway, we're out of here. Peace.